door. Hello. I couldn't decide what to play, so I thought I'd find the first point and click that I saw in my list of games. No, I know, I just tired and I didn't really fancy doing anything that required coordination. Sorry, Jesse. I mean, they were good suggestions, don't get me wrong. Just all required much more brain than I have. This one has a missable in chapter 3. I had a quick check just before. But everything else should be gettable, so I don't have to worry and can just play. I've never played any of the ones that I suggest, so you know. Anyway, this is Black Mirror. It's point and click. Looks kind of spoopy, so I figured I would stream it, and then I can be a worse. Hey! I have suggested games for you to play. I suggested a whole freaking bunch of them to you to play. You didn't play any of them. I don't know which you, Alkash, but also, hi Alkash, hi Jesse. Don't know actually what the, okay, it's a little more than a point and click, it's a little bit of a walking point and click. I'm just gonna run, because why not? Looks spoopy. I figured spoopy ones are best to play on stream, so I have support. So yep. I'm just gonna sit back and we can enjoy a spoopy story. That is
you, son.
Creepy.
Forgive me. Forgive me. I will let you down no longer. Forgive me.
Yeah, my brain is tired. So. Okay. So. There's a random stone in a random maze of stones that now has a spoopy doll. Oh, hello. What is chasing me?
Make me to walk in the path of thy commandments.
Coward! You betrayed your family!
Le cloich gion mi muhucha. Gaboje am prish gabe mi rish. You're too late! You will not get him!
I swear that's a symbol out of friendship.
It'll work. It must.
Ew! Okay, so I ate a piece of paper, then I set myself on fire. Why didn't I just set fire to the piece of paper?
Be safe, my son.
This is weird. Yeah, Snake Pass looks really freaking hard. And Lucky's Tale, as you said, has DLC, but also platforming energy. Not, yeah. I was going to do Hue, but on the way down to Hue I saw this one. And figured that point and click's more me. And this one will maybe take a couple of streams. I don't know. I was just tired.
Dearest David, it was with great joy that I received your last letter. Know that you are missed terribly here in India. If my calculations are correct and the International Postal Service is kind, this letter will keep you company as you make the final leg of your journey to Scotland. I hesitate to say anything for fear you'll think me foolish, even hysterical. Your father made it his life's work to research his family's twisted history. This and his obsession with the occult combined to unravel his poor mind. John loved his family and his family home, but he hated and mistrusted them in equal measure.
And he set himself on fire.
Beware of the Gordons. Blood is not always thicker than water. Your loving mother.
I suppose we could have done more of the council. I know, brain. Family of snakes, beware. Key. That's not really what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was read the rest of the thing. But it wasn't really giving me much help.
A note about a library, a key, and some sort of broken toy.
That's
Should I
clearly
even
a
try to read
turret.
any real meaning into all of this? A note about a library, a key, and some sort of broken toy. Should I even try to read any real meaning into all of this?
We have arrived, sir.
How is everybody? Who is here? It says 5, but you know, Mixer is sometimes really creative with numbers. Oh, it's a TH Unique. Oh. Oh well.
Welcome, Mr. Gordon. I'm Andrew Harrison.
Mr. Harrison, it's good to finally meet you. From our correspondence, I expected you to be older.
Thank you. I'll lead the way. It's quite dark already. We can continue to talk inside.
But yes, I repeat, how is everybody? Also, how are the sound levels? Me compared to the rest of the game.
He's arrived, my lady.
David, welcome to Skahandu House.
Lady
Skahandu
Margaret,
House.
how kind of you to welcome me in person at such a late hour. An impressive building. Skahandu, though. Unusual. What is its meaning?
Cool.
Unusual
Thanks,
only
Alkesh.
if you have not bothered to study Gaelic. It means Black Mirror House. Many
That necklace looks
generations of the
uncomfortable.
Gordon family have been master of this house. It is a great responsibility. Perhaps the greatest a man could bear.
If I may, I would like to know more about my father's last days.
It is too late in the day for such morbid talk. You do look so very much like John, though. Angus, please show Master David to his room.
Yes, ma'am.
I trust you had a pleasant journey. This place is rather remote, even for Scotland.
It was most pleasing, thank you. I was fortunate enough to stop off in several fascinating places on my way here. How long have you been practicing law?
I came to the bar a few years ago. I'm at chambers in Edinburgh with lawyers who have served the Gordon family for generations. I'm embarrassed to ask, but it is my job. Have you proof of who you say you are? You are David Gordon, son of the late John Gordon.
Please, I quite understand. Here you are.
What a curious object.
Isn't it? It belonged to my father. He posted it to me shortly before
No
his
reason
death.
to lie as
I'm
yet.
not at all sure what it is.
Perhaps it's something else returning home where it belongs, like its new owner. Have a good night, Master David. I shall continue my studies.
Please follow me, Master David.
Can I actually, like, have a look around?
I have a question for Andrew. I'll just be a moment.
Andrew will still be there in the morning, Master David. Please, respect Lady Margaret's wishes.
You're right. Tomorrow is another day.
This is an exceedingly large hall.
This way, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a nosy.
I've annoyed the old fellow enough. First impressions count, although they don't seem too worried about my first impression of them.
Your grandfather, his lordship Edward Gordon.
I wonder if there's a Gordon.
There is no denying it. We are family. Grandfather Edward. Father never spoke of you, but Mother never had a kind word to say. You were the worst of the lot, she said. Somebody still cares. Maybe you weren't as bad as Mother believed. I suppose it's hard to keep things dry, what with all the rain you get here.
Most amusing, Master David. We do our best, sir. None of us are as young as we used to be.
That's an indoor wall.
If you would be so kind as to follow me, sir.
It's me spying on you.
It does that sometimes, sir.
Can I have the key to my room, please, so you don't lock me in? Because, you know, Creepy butler, I don't trust you. Lawyer, yes. Young, naive. Butler, no.
Lady Gordon expects you for breakfast at 8, sir.
Thank you. Lady Gordon called you Angus? Pleased to meet you, Angus.
Yes, sir. She did. I am Mr. McKinnon.
Mr. McKinnon. Yes.
I'd advise you not to leave the room tonight. Ticking clocks are not the worst thing you may encounter in the house at night, if you don't know your way around. Sleep well, sir.
Maybe he's more of a morning person.
Bleep bloop. Welcome to Salandu. You've settled in a new home. The achievement's spot wrong. It's missing the H off the end. Oh well.
I doubt this place could ever be properly warm. I got somewhat turned around following Angus through the house. Sorry, Mr. McKinnon, but I think my room is probably around here somewhere. Hold on. This looks like... Wait a moment. This is a piece of a model.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Hogwarts model.
This room has to be next to mine. Is this what Father was trying to tell me with the trinket he sent me?
Or maybe there's like a thing in the library. There's always some kind of model in the in a library.
Glad I don't have to carry you around anymore. Mr. McKinnon lifted you up with ease. Without some obscure local law that required me being here in person, I would probably never have come. A pigeon amongst the cats.
Sorry to inform you of death of John Gordon. Stop. Please return to Skahundu House. Stop. Andrew Harrison, lawyer. Stop.
I should get a new passport. This one's filling up. Not many matches left. This handsome, cheery, sober man is not the one I remember from my childhood.
Okay, so you've got a shirt, a book, some trousers, a telegram, passport. Could be a hot water bottle. Not much.
Pieces of some kind of drawing. How odd. Ah, just what I need.
Sweet! I got a candle. That's better. So that's exit. Use bed. Of course I'm not going to go to bed. Open whatever that is.
I will put your high praise of Scottish water to the test, Father. Later.
Examine the wardrobe.
Empty. Hold on. What's this?
Well, I don't know because you didn't tell me.
In an old house like this one, sooner or later no drawer stays empty.
Trying to figure out how to get... Aha! There we are. No? Inventory? There we go. Right, box of matches.
A parting gift from Mother. To light my way in the darkness, she said.
Stone
A
figurine.
note about a library. A key and some sort of broken toy. Should I even try to read any real meaning into all of this?
Alright. Family of snakes. Beware. Key. Ooh, okay. My boy. Find the answers. Library.
The ramblings
And
of a madman. I couldn't even bring myself to show this to Mother.
no, it looks like some kind of algebra. We read that already. Quest log. Follow the butler, explore the castle, of course. Whoa. One page at the moment, so I'll read it. Oof, sit up so I can see. The trip from India was a long and arduous one. I was reluctant to leave Mother on her own, coping with Father's death. I was a child when he moved us to India, announcing it would be a better environment for us. This, however, was not the case. Though I had always been curious to see the ancestral home of the Gordon clan with my own eyes, my father was quick to point out that a house is not a home. While Grandmother Margaret's primary concern seemed to revolve around matters of me inheriting the estate, I am more interested in the circumstances of my father's demise. Even in the face of his many years of absence from our lives, admittedly not his only vice, I feel as if there is a shadow obscuring much, if not most, of what happened in his final days and weeks. He spent most of my youth travelling, searching for answers. His gin-fueled melancholy was linked to his twin obsessions, the Gordon family history and the occult. Answers to I know not what, he did not confide much in my mother or himself. Then he simply did not return. I fear that I am perhaps overthinking, as always, as my tutors would no doubt delight in reminding me. My proclivity to blend imagination with reality will not help answer any of the questions waiting for me at the house. Cool. Right. So, we're going to go for an explore. Totally. We've got a candle. We're good. We have a candle.
We meet again, old foe. More pieces of the same drawing. Maybe I can make out what it shows if I had enough of them.
Cool. I don't know where they are being hidden, but... okay.
A dumbwaiter. Big enough to fit your own weight and food into.
No, this isn't right. There should be a room here. No, this isn't what I need either. Where is it? Eavesdropping, Mr. Gordon? That's hardly proper.
Didn't want to disturb you, mate.
If you don't mind, I have a system and don't want to mix things up. Lady Gordon is very keen on confidentiality.
Of
Hey,
course.
Lukey.
Hiding something, are we? That looks daunting.
Daunting, but rewarding and fascinating.
Fascinating.
Yes, indeed. The history of the Gordon family goes back a long way.
So it's true we are one of the oldest families in Scotland.
Oh, much more than that. The Gordons have owned this land back into antiquity, before records were even kept. Add to that some unique and unusual local laws. Well, it can be a challenge, but a welcome one.
What is going on with his tie?
Did you know my father?
He's got it looped around and then tied.
Why did that need a lawyer?
Those complex local laws I spoke of were to blame. Your father left when Edward died, so none of the required legal formalities to transfer the house were observed.
Does that mean...
Not at all. There will be no issue with transferring the estate to your name, if that is what you wish.
Have you had a chance to examine my papers?
I have, and am delighted to say that everything is in order. I would not be doing my job if I didn't warn you that with Edward dead and your father absent, the family fortune has somewhat diminished over the years. However, the real treasure is the castle
really
and
see
the
what-
grounds themselves. I haven't spent as much time as I'd like here, but it is a unique place. Well, it's been a
The
long
collar's
day.
up, but it looks like
I
it's
didn't-
round the front as
I'll
well.
get myself something to read and then head to bed too. Good night.
Yeah, and I'm totally nosing at these papers. If I can. I can't. Aww. Spoil sport game. Oh, at least it's fairly forgiving about me wandering around things. Paul! Hi. Doing a great job on exploring. I'm examining nothing. Didn't end up having pancakes. Brain tired. Had takeout. Pancakes do pancakes tomorrow. It's not like I'm observing anything. It's just more, you know. It took a lot of energy to get my hair cut. Which probably won't make sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me. Well, I mean, you wouldn't just download it. I think it was expensive, and I got this on sale. Some kind of sitting room.
Must be hard to keep this place clean.
But yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with Charlie Brooker.
An earring. I doubt it was buried in the ashes on purpose. Someone must have lost it.
Black Mirror.
The cold doesn't seem to affect the residents of this house. All the fires are fighting a losing battle against the draft.
Not about this, but there's a... I really wish it would be more
Contrary to
explicit on what I'm
everything I've
taking.
learned so far about Grandfather Edward, Lady Margaret still worships him.
But yeah, Black Mirror is like a whole collection of
I used
stuffs.
to regale my Indian school friends with tales of knights in shining armour.
Nothing to do with the conversation. We didn't even have a conversation because the radio was on.
Oh, locked.
But it was more that I've been to the same hairdresser for like 25 years and decided to find one in London rather than going back home for it. So, hence tiring. Because I was like stressing. It's not too bad. A little shorter than perhaps I would have done, but doesn't look bad. It'll grow anyway, it's only hair. But, you know. I'm just tired. How is everybody this evening? Afternoon. I've asked it before. I've asked it twice. No one's answering.
Exquisite craftsmanship. I doubt our family could afford a marvel such as this nowadays. I can see the family resemblance. This one died very young. And this one. None of them seem to have made it past middle age.
TV's not all bad anyway. Meetings. You have Apple. That's just proceeding. Did you get more sleep? Did you manage to sleep? I'm gonna need to make tea in a minute. Oh God. Dick's sticky fish. Epic. And he's blind, and that's gross.
I didn't see you there. You gave me quite a fright. You are?
Possibly deaf as well as
one
blind.
who keeps the house from being covered in weeds. Name's Rory.
Pleased to meet you. I'm David Gordon.
Aye, I kenned you were coming today.
Why are you sitting in the dark?
I mean, he's blind, so really.
There's enough light for me, laddie.
Oh, your eyes. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I see more than most do, son.
Tea and a banana.
How long have you
Sounds like a good plan.
worked for the Gordons?
Always been a gardener, and I do some fishing. The lock's a bonny place. Calms the nerves.
Salmon's good for the brain as well.
Did you know my father?
I'm not sure it goes with
I did.
banana.
Aye. Shameful what they did to him.
Ooh,
do you
we're
mean?
discovering things.
Who is they?
Hey, Lily.
I'll leave you to your supper then.
If you shake your head when I'm trying to stroke you, you're going to end up with me hitting you. And that just makes us both sad. What was that? Meow.
Being a Gordon can be a curse, laddie. Your father kenned the hard way. Mind you dinna follow in his footsteps.
Why do they translate some of the words, but abbreviate some of the subtitles? It's really weird. It's like, you know, does it...
Blood. Not human, I presume. Better safe than
Dearkin.
sorry.
I'm taking the cleaver, and are we gonna stick it in a back pocket? Yep, that's it. I got a cleaver in my back pocket. I better be careful or I sit down. Yeah,
This
there's a
might come in
kitty. It's a very soft, fuzzy kitty. Kitty's going to the VET on Friday, so we can get her scanned and find out.
Rory just disappeared
medical
into the
history.
darkness.
And I'm hoping I've timed it so that she's in the basket. And then there's just a case of, well, I'm sure the vet will know what to do, right? Which door did we come in? That one. Is that a door out? There's not a cleaver. Ah, cellar. The cellar. Apparently the cellar can wait till tomorrow. wonder if Arthur's... Is it Arthur? Mr. something. Yeah, I'm sure that I'll know how to get her back into the basket. As long as I can get her in there to transport. And then bribe her with lots and lots of treats, because yeah, though it should just be a general health check. But yeah, she's definitely got a chip, so we should be able to get some history and stuff, because that's what I'm missing. But yeah, he's a cute fluffy one. He's a cute fluffy one. Yes. Dining room. Medical history.
Photographs, given the painstaking process surrounding their creation.
Cat gamer score. Yes, exactly. Gamer
It's too
tag.
dark outside to speculate about the size of the estate.
Maybe I should create an alt account just for Lily.
Somewhere out there they found father, or rather what was left of him. What a cruel way to take your own life. On the morrow, I will explore the grounds, as soon as the sun is up.
I did, however, manage to finish the base game of L.A. Noire on the 360. Oh, what did I want to go there? No, I wanted to go in the other one. There was some downstairs stuff. So I've just got a couple of miscellaneous achievements on the DLC to clear up, and that'll be another completion. Lily is using my Instagram account, because basically I'm not posting
Just how old is the
anything
golden
other than
plan?
cat pictures, really, so...
For all I know, it could stretch back to Roman times or even further.
Instagram.com/angelsk for, did that just go back into the library? No, the living room. Guys, confusing directions. This house's dimensions make no sense. Oh, actually, no, it's sort of. This hallway reminds me so much of Seventh Guest. Did anyone ever play that? It's like an old school puzzle game in the PC. Yeah. It just reminds me of that.
Lady Margaret and Edward. How young they look. But who are the others? You really know very little about your own family, David.
You see red vases everywhere. Oh, hello.
An impressive collection. Grandmother's obviously a music lover.
Oh, you played the 11th hour as well.
A peculiar place to spend the night. I best not wake her.
Myst. I never played Myst. I had Riven, which made little sense.
No, I will never. It's not true. It's all lies.
That was creepy. That cannot be comfortable. There's like so much stuff that you could be looking at. Yeah, they should totally like remake Myst and Riven and all that for like modern platforms. That would be rather cool. I can see Jesse and I co-streaming. So I got so completely confused. I think there's like a whole entire like language behind stuff. Yeah, I know they've remade. Yeah, that's like still old school PC game.
Barging into someone's bedroom in the middle of the night is not how to earn their trust.
Yeah, they did Mystery Mastered, I think. But I was thinking, like, 4K achieved. Oh, hello. I'm going up here because, attic, middle of the night. No, it's locked. Knocking on the attic.
Shame. Attics often speak volumes about the owners of a house.
I bet what's his face has got keys. Is this the top floor of the library?
Selected poems by Edgar Allan Poe.
Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet, if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream.
A dream within a dream.
It's all appropriately creepy, Edgar Allan Poe, but he was just so profound.
Is this what Father meant by a family of snakes? Oh, locked.
Use wire.
This might take a while. I need to be steady and try to... Oh, well, there you go.
I didn't want to use the knife and force it, but... Oh, bleep bloop. Scratches or no scratches, 20G. You have opened the library cabinet without leaving marks. Nice. Hello. That is... makes sense.
That's not the right combination.
No, but we've got a thing we can look at. I keep on picking up bits of things. That is just creepy. I don't know what that is.
Father knew how to open the cabinet. This will help. Father knew how to open the cabinet.
I may need a piece of
This will
paper.
help.
I don't have a piece of paper. I have... No, I need to get up to get paper. And there's a cat. We'll have a look at those in a minute.
Dear Lady Gordon, I write to you with the utmost urgency. I'm seeking information about my patient, your son, John Gordon. During our conversations, he makes allusions to his relationship with his father, but will not expand when pressed. You have failed to respond to my previous request, so I'm writing again to insist in the strongest terms possible that you furnish me with the required answers. Your son's recovery depends on it. Yours faithfully, Dr. Leah Farber, Bethlehem Hospital, London.
What secrets about my father is Lady Margaret concealing? Oh, locked.
Okay, right. Aha, okay, cabinet note. Okay, so...
Father knew how to open the cabinet.
the thing that looks like a D...
This will help.
P... plus the E, so D plus E plus D equals 5. And butterfly minus M equals 2? Are those two different things? There was, did I just not actually examine that? There we go.
The ramblings of a madman. I couldn't even bring myself to show this to Mother.
E plus D equals 4. E plus D equals 4. So D is 1. And then M plus E is 9. Butterfly minus M is 2. Oh, hang on. If D is 1, and so E is 3. D is 1, E is 3. D is 1, E is 3. M plus E, so 3. So M is 6. Someone mind writing these in chat? D is 1, E is 3, M is 6. And butterfly minus M is 2, so M 8. Butterfly is 8. So E was 3. M was 6. D was 1. Butterfly was 8.
Let's see what Father didn't even want his own family to find.
Hello, key.
Now, what are you for?
And the back end of the snake.
Here we go. This side is done as far as I can tell. But there must be more. What an intricate piece of furniture.
Okay. There must be more to do that. But I only have... Oh, I should probably close it rather than leaving it after that.
Despair, by a man called Howard Phillips Lovecraft.
Ghastly shades of bygone gladness, clawing fiends of future sadness, mingle in a cloud of madness, ever on the soul to lie. Thus the living, lone and sobbing, in the throes of anguish throbbing, with the loathsome furies robbing night and noon of peace and rest. But beyond the groans and grating of abhorrent life is waiting sweet oblivion, culminating all the years of fruitless quest.
The words of a troubled soul.
So we've had Poe and Lovecraft. I think that was Lovecraft.
The Castle of Otranto.
Ah,
By
Walpole.
Horace Walpole. I started reading this, though never got round to finishing it.
The gentle maid whose hapless tale these melancholy pages speak, say, gracious lady, shall she fail to draw the tear adown from thy cheek?
Ghosts, legends, ancient history. Where's the rest of them?
Okay, am I meant to be able to open all of this snake thing? Aha, hang on.
That sounded like some part of the desk moved. Yes, that's two open.
Nice, okay. Oh, hang on. The key's back there. Black, black, white, black.
Something's not right.
Okay.
Ah, we're getting somewhere.
You're using this for a walkthrough so you can catch up a bit.
A key and a note from Father.
Someone is tampering with my work. I know it. I know it. I hear them as they whisper and snicker. They sneak in when I sleep. This place isn't safe. I have locked my work away in the study. I am leaving now. I will put an end to this terrible torment one way or another. David, if you find this, then I am dead. The forces abroad here have got to me. I am sorry you have been drawn into this tragedy. The answers you seek are amongst the papers in the Master's study. Use them. Stay safe. I love you, son.
My
Study.
God. What happened here? What did they do to my father?
Oh, are you using the walkthrough to
Is this the key
play
Father
this?
spoke of?
Or you're going to use this as the...
I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret.
You're using my VOD. Interesting. Okay. I'll wait until I've found somewhere to put the key. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, hi there. You startled me.
Yeah, he's totally got his tie wrapped around and then tied.
I didn't mean to.
It's really weird.
Hey, wait.
Okay. Oh, bleep bloop. Running with scissors, 20G. You have met a mysterious boy. When you do get to it, what I did with the button, the white and the black, was I followed the colours on the snake and then carried on with the inside snake. I don't know. Where did he go? I was still walking around here. I've got bits of a paper that I've been picking up and... Where did he go? Who is he? Oh, hello. This one... That's my room. I think I went this way and went in here. That was when I was eavesdropping on the lawyer, but I couldn't do anything in there. But that's where I've just got the... Well, I hope the VOD saves. Is there not a walkthrough on site? I'm not using it. I just checked, and Chapter 3 has a missable, but it's the only one, and you just have to do something with the dumbwaiter before you get a key from the butler, and that was as vague as I went. Oh yeah, where did the kid go? Anyway, does it matter where the kid went? If I need to find the kid, I'm sure it'll force me. But I just got the key for this room, so...
It doesn't fit.
Okay, so it will fit if I...
It doesn't fit.
Open sesame.
There we go.
Someone's been searching here. Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care. If Father hid the key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death. Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager.
Okay, that's the exit.
This looks interesting. Screwed down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Which means there's a hidden room. Okay. I realized when I was reading out like the things, it was just that they looked like a thing rather than they were a thing. But I have more runes than on the bookcase than, you know, than I need.
Everything but the seal.
More pieces of paper.
Just bits and bobs. Father wouldn't have hidden his papers somewhere as obvious as a desk drawer. Whoever did this would have searched the room after they looked in the desk. Maybe they didn't find what they were looking for.
The controls are a bit weird. You sort of have to move the viewpoint
Secret compartment.
more to get it to select things. Just so you know, when you're trying to select stuff, you sort of have to move the left stick. You can't, like, select a different point.
Father's handwriting.
The chapel.
The family chronicles. I may find answers there. Looks like a note about the cipher in the shelf.
2,
Looks like a note about the
5,
cipher in the shelf.
1. 2, 5, 1. Can someone write 2, 5, 1 in the chat? Thank you.
A local girl goes missing. Concerns have been raised at the disappearance of Cora McKay, a 17-year-old local girl. According to the police, she was last seen leaving her place of work, the Three Kegs Inn, 2 days ago. She is the third person to disappear in recent months, but the circumstances of each have been markedly different. Cora is described as being 4'10", with grey eyes and long dark hair.
Short.
Anyone with information is urged to contact the constabulary.
Very short.
Why all the fuss? She is nothing but a peasant. A tavern girl. If you can't keep your blabbermouth shut, don't be surprised if others make sure you get what's coming to you.
This sounds as if Grandfather Edward was willing to take drastic measures to enforce his will.
That also didn't say all that. It says, her whispering and begging drove me to the edge and disposed of her in the usual fashion. She's something she eats with the others.
What a mess. Letters about the day-to-day running of the estate. These might be useful if I decide to live here. The handwriting
Breasts.
must be
Thank you.
obvious.
Eats made no sense, but... Cheers,
Oh.
Lakash.
And this one. Your money won't protect you forever. The hangman will catch up eventually. A curse on you and your family. Seems he was as popular as he was pleasant.
I beg you to reconsider, Sir Edward. My family has lived on this land for many generations, and to be told we must leave our own home is too much to bear. Alice, my wife, whom you have met, is beside herself with grief. We have nowhere else to go. I beg you to look inside your heart and allow us to remain.
It says...
Have them out by the end of the month.
The signs are there. Deny them at your peril. The ancient evil that inhabits this land has seeped into the very stone of the castle walls. And if you do not tread carefully, it will infect your family.
Contact the constable. Have this witch locked up so she does not bother us again.
Charming. He's absolutely charming, isn't he? Absolutely charming. Okay, secret passage. Right, so 251. Okay, assuming that is 1, so the 1 is an N. Crow's foot is a 2, 3. So crow's foot, B, N. Oops, where's it gone? Aha!
This castle certainly has its secrets.
Told you there was going to be a model in the... Okay, it was in the study, but not the library, but still.
It looks very precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this. There's a bit missing. Hold on. There.
Stop your whining. Stop your whining.
What is that? Oh no.
Wait! The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
It's a ghost!
What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood and he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
Him.
Clearly a memory echo type thing. Bleep bloop. Chapter 1 completed! 60G. Also called Chapter 1 completed. They're gonna see I was in the study and find things.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
Yeah.
Pardon, sir.
Oh, good
You
point.
should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or who he
What
saw?
is going on with that
I'm
colour
sure
thing?
I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Cranon. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Video
Thank you,
game
Miss
fashion.
Cranon.
Yeah. Unbuttoned top button. Collar up. Weird tie thing.
Get a hold of yourself, David.
Yeah. Shrug. It's a cute little shrug emoji. I like it.
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of.
Obviously it's this evil thing, whatever, it's been sucked.
Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real. Even in the daydreams that plagued my childhood.
Yes. Do not wear a weird tie thing to Resd. Oh, I got my ticket, by the way.
I don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I've never been to this castle before.
So I'm all sorted now.
Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
Bleep bloop. I can't breathe. 40G. You have calmed yourself down after a stressful night. And I mean, you did go wandering after you weren't supposed to, but, you know, when people tell you not to do a thing, of course you want to do the thing. Is it sometimes glitching out to black for everybody or just me? Hey, it looks like it's snowing. Or raining, possibly. It's done it 3 times. Okay, master key. Oh, earring. Oh yeah, forgotten
I'm no
about these.
expert on fashion, but this looks like a rather old-fashioned design.
Some matches. Still got the stone figurine, but not got the letters. All those disclaimers make you... What? Okay. The greeting I received upon my arrival was as cold as the castle walls, although Andrew Harrison, the lawyer who had contacted me on behalf of the family in the past, did his best to make me feel welcome. The staff seemed as strange as my family, with the maid skulking in and out of locked doors, and the old gardener Rory warning me about some dark family secret, yet refusing to share any details. Letters I found around the house reflected my father's obsession with the occult. He spent most of my childhood studying it, travelling the world to seek out esoteric tomes. And grandfather Edward, his letters and notes make grandmother Margaret's admiration for him all the more puzzling. To Edward, people were merely chattels, just things to be done with as he wished. I can only hope that the hallucinations of the boy I suffered, real as they might have seemed, might have been the result of combined strains of the past week. Memories, perhaps, from my youth, or are these the first steps towards the same madness that my father succumbed to? Who was the boy? Find out what else it is. And we're going to save, because why not? We seem to have lost the notes that we had. Okay, I am just going to make some tea. I'll be back in like 4 minutes. I'm back. I have tea. That should be a reminder to everybody who drinks tea that there should be tea. And don't forget about it. But yes, they tell me not to do things. Of course I want to do things. If the game will let me do a thing, I'm totally doing a thing.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there.
That looks more like snow.
Too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
And bacon. Nice. That went black, right?
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd be missing out.
I think he was trying to freak us out. But I'm not actually physically eating them.
Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one.
I mean, I'm really not a fan of any of those things.
I
but
was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
But yeah, that's definitely snow. Bleep bloop. Eat well, stay healthy, 20G. You have enjoyed a wonderful Scottish breakfast.
Yes, Master David?
You've worked for the family all your life?
Yes, Master David. Save my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't
Is that why you're sent to look at the spiders?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master.
Well, I found it in the fire.
Yet I think you just did say. If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid. Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret. How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer, too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But of course, not everyone is suited to work in this house.
Well, good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
I wonder why there's only one missable.
Smoking a pipe? I thought that would be beneath her station.
Hi,
Lady
Grandma.
Margaret,
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You are obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
I don't want to give her another reason to think me mad.
This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh, no. You are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way.
What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome, and caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
The maid. She seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant
Okay, she's
superstition.
online.
I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
Why did I know you were going to say that? What did I say? Oh, when you came online.
I could give it to her, and she'd still never tell me anything useful about my father or the secrets of this place. But the maid? I could use this to earn her trust.
Right, so we're giving it to the maid, are we? Okay.
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes. Oh, and David, the master of the house needs to respect the privacy of those under his roof. Even your father understood that. Sometimes a cabinet is locked for a reason.
I was looking for some documents and Andrew had already gone to bed.
I would still appreciate you respecting the rules of this house. You're not its owner quite yet.
I'd rather be honest with these things. Oh, it's Back to the Future that has the annoying walk one way and then suddenly the whole camera tilts. Annoyed me that on that. It annoys me on this. But at least it doesn't randomly get me stuck in things. The black blips are annoying.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father.
Chapel!
Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
That note said something about the chapel, didn't it?
It's labelled Mallory. Perhaps another client of Mr. Harrison. It's labelled Mallory. This Dr. Farber might be useful. Perhaps she could shed some light on Father's final weeks. I should contact her.
So what are we thinking so far? There's clearly some kind of magic type. I think it's a... Is it a Cthulhu universe? A Lovecraft universe game? I don't know. Still locked. Ah, Gothic horror tale inspired by authors like Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft. Thank you.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. Then he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Yeah, so there's definitely going to be a supernatural-ish element. So clearly, I reckon the boy was his dad. Makes sense in the age range. He's seeing some kind of echo, memory echo type situation, maybe.
Let's see if my trusty key will get this open.
Okay.
Not like this. Not like this. I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret. Not like this. Not like this.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Not like this. Not like this.
No, I know. It's just... It feels like 4 things need to rotate to get it to work. Oh, well, I mean, there's only so many combinations, aren't there?
Not like this.
Oh, I can't. That is
Not like
the best
this.
I could do. The hook part is definitely on the left. The cross immediate below it. Okay. Looking at it backwards.
I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret. Not like this.
This is really frustrating. So it feels like that should... Oh, hang on. Let's try that.
Not like this.
Seriously?
I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret. Not like this.
It's just annoying me. But yes, I would love to be able to zoom in on the keyhole, but I can't. Slightly clunky controls. Unless...
Not like this.
Nope.
Not like this.
I've tried every combination. Maybe I can't do it yet. I feel like I should be able to. And I'm annoyed I can't. I feel like maybe someone could possibly look up and see whether I can. Whether I'm just being dumb. It feels like should be more to it. Yep. So there's one with a lumpy bit, one with a cross which you can't separate, and a little sticky out thing. Was that the kitchen? Yeah, it felt like there should be 4 arms. The kitchen is back around the other side of the stairs. Either that or some way of rotating the other bit, but that doesn't seem to be a oh, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Ah. Perfect.
It's working. Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
Cool. But yeah, good to know I'm not just being dumb, because I swear I tried like permutations, like all the permutations I could think of. Ah, where's the kitchen then?
Ailsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears.
I know, I'm just trying to find the kitchen. How to get lost in an old house. Oh, that's the library. Makes sense to have the kitchen near the dining room. I guess it must be this door. So at some point we're going to be able to assemble pieces of something. Don't know where it's collecting those though.
Miss Crannan? Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
That's fine.
Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret's... Sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl.
I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. She can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will.
What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me?
Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there. I shall leave you to your work.
Well, if I've not got the bit of the key... Oh, there was something about the attic.
Makes her very nervous, and I have nothing to ask her right now.
Damn. I can't ask her about the attic now. Oh well, hopefully it wasn't important.
Shall we?
Let me just set them on fire. Burn the house down. Game over. Warning, content warning, spiders! will you stop with the randomly flinging the camera as I can't figure out where I'm supposed to go?
How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Let's see what we can find down here. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal.
Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet.
Well, Eddie said he didn't want his teddy. Knew he was a no good kid. When he... Da 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 da. And I did. Sorry, Rocky Horror. Okay. Did that just blank out to black for everybody, or is it just happening to me? You weren't watching.
How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you...
Oh, ID started.
Oh my! Oh, that's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Old man's journey. What the hell was that?
So sorry. Did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
Ah, Old Man's Journey looks cool. Puzzle adventure type situation?
And you are?
Edward Mallory.
Might get
you
that.
may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems...
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely. You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Jess is blending in with the ID green screen.
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize.
I was helping Miss Cranon.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said?
Yes, you're creepy, and I've only literally just met you.
Act like that in the presence of nobility.
You're not a noble, you're an ass.
About a loony bin?
I did. Oh. Oh, you don't know.
Well?
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
Everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
Are they doing giveaways? Not that it really matters if they're doing giveaways. It's £8.39. I should buy it to... Yeah, I know, but the slash giveaway on Mixer still works.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important.
No, it's fine.
I heard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library after dinner.
At last. I might get some answers.
Into the garden.
I better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
Well, I've only just had breakfast, so...
If the old man I saw was really my grandfather Edward, then the boy must be... I need to find out if that really was him I saw.
How? Pictures, I guess? But yeah, this definitely looks like something I would like. I won't do too late on this. But if it gets near the end of the stream, remind me so I can purchase it through the ID thing to support ID, please. Because I'd forgotten it was starting. Because I did that with the don't touch anything. Now you see, family photos would have made sense. Maybe Grandma will have some answers.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
Great. Wonderful.
If the old man I saw was really my grandfather Edward, then the boy must be... I need to find out if that really was him I saw.
Study, maybe, I guess. Ugh. The bot's not dead. Mixer just balked the bot account. It's still alive, it's just unable to get... But that's just me being semantical. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, thank you for the host, Waggy. It's annoying that when the bot is dead though, because I don't know when people are joining my stream. But yeah, that one's journey looks cool. Oh, dear. Squeeze me. You'd think with all these pictures around. Have I looked at it before? No, I can't have, because... I just need a family picture. That should be really easy, surely. Okay, the walking mechanics on this are a little weird, and the tie thing is freaking me out. ideas where I can find a picture? I assume it's a picture that I need. There's so many around, but he's just not looking. There's no examine popping up. Ugh. I would have thought I could have asked the mum, the grandmum, but no. Is the butler in the dining room still? It's not the dining room.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
Camera angles aren't the friendliest. And there's nothing worse than being stuck on one random thing. Does not seem fair. Right, it just bleeped off then. I don't know if anyone saw that. Oh, where's the friggin' butler gone? Oh, they just did a giveaway. Ah, cool. Alright. So people are doing that. That's fine. I just wondered if they would do that. I'm still going to buy it if someone will remind me pre-end of stream. Ah, finally! I found a target
This'll
thing.
make it easier to carry.
Okay, we're just stealing a picture.
It must be, but I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the bag. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night.
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
More blood runes. I could totally do a giveaway, but it would be kind of pointless because I don't have anything to give away. Oh, hello. That was overwhelmingly creepy.
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before, and they're getting worse.
Okay. It's that weird table rune. Okay, let's go ask Grandma. Got a photo, can go. Hi, who's this? No phone, who's this? Ugh. I just went in the library, didn't I? No! Didn't turn around. I'm losing viewers because I've just gone in and out of a room twice. I'm just trying to walk over here. Please can't talk to old lady now. Yes.
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room.
Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
That was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year.
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But
you can't
not
remember.
what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken.
I never trust it
I
when
shall take my
they
leave,
say
Lady Margaret.
just a clumsy child. To me that screams out loud. Right, can I go outside now, please? Find the grave from the painting. Good. Okay, so if I go through here, I should be able to go into the garden.
Finally, some fresh air.
That's what I feel like when I leave London.
A steady enough vessel, if you trust your swimming skills.
Oh, hello. Another bit of something.
I can see why Rory likes this place. This view should ease even the most troubled soul.
Master David.
You could tell it was me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Well, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you didn't mind, this door will no mend itself.
Can I have a nosy inside?
Probably didn't look much better before the storm. Must be hard to look after the plants when you can barely see them.
There's obviously something creepy else down there. Does that... Oops. Just lead back to... Start, yes. There we go. God knows what I'm picking up, whether it's counting it anywhere or not. Whatever. No, there's literally nothing. Unless there's something in the top corner. Which of course I can't see because that's where my chat window is. There's no achievement progresses. I'm not examining out yet. I'm looking to see if there's out to pick up.
Nobody left to mourn the dead or care for their graves, it seems. Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return.
That sounds like a quest log. Find a way into the chapel.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these.
Right, let's go steal some from Toolbox. Because, you know...
Rory's tools. A hammer, a tenon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order. Rory's tools. You wouldn't have to have a chapel key, would you?
Ain't set a foot in there for years, and I don't intend to either.
That'll be a no, then. The graveyard. Is it a family plot?
Aye. No matter how high and mighty, all the Gordons end up there.
A cheery thought. It's a shame we don't have the means to properly care for the graves.
Why bother? His bones and food for worms.
And that's why I want to be cremated.
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, Rennie.
I mean, I am going to use it to clear the vines from the grave, so that's cool. If it doesn't yield a key, then I'm totally using it to cut the bolt on the chapel, but... Ugh, the grass in this area is weird.
Better. Cecilia Shaw, nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model.
Ooh. Useful.
Another part of the model, and it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
Is that the chapel? Interesting.
How could I have known that something was buried here? I don't remember Father ever telling me about this grave.
Well, you saw it in the painting, clearly.
He's here for a reason when he was a boy. But why? And whose blood is it stained with?
That's probably going to bite me in the ass, but... Oh, hello. I got an objective.
The place is crumbling. Not the safest spot to pray.
No, but there was a message about the chapel.
Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware.
Yeah.
The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time.
Someone was just tweeting, why would anyone give up anything for Lent? Like, things aren't stressful enough as they are. You want to go through this god-awful daily shit show, but without chocolate? You're off your tits, mate.
Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs, a debt as yet unsettled. A price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust. O'er the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror. Even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations, we held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound to the land we protect, to the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life, lest my clan should suffer. I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound till the day of the reckoning.
Where's the coal coming from?
Uh-oh. Something reckoning. Did his outfit just change? Anything more in here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, 'cause this sounds like a bad idea.
It can't be real.
Why are we underwater?
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
Okay.
What are you trying to show me?
That you're drowning, and this is all a dream? And that's a ginormous trout? Something just fell through the ceiling.
She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down.
Oh dear. Did I miss a prompty thing? Yeah. I hope it has an autosave. Because I saved at the beginning of chapter 2. Okay, good.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound, to the land we protect. To the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life. Lest my clan should suffer, I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound, till the day of the reckoning.
Where is the coal coming from? Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real. All this looks like the bottom of a lake. What are you trying to show me? She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down.
Okay.
There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be Edward.
Well, I don't know how I triggered the thing before, but what am I supposed to be doing now? Ah, there we go.
A note. I'm taking my baby with me to save it from this rotten family.
Find my child!
Oh no, move! Hello, mysterious stranger.
Are you all right?
Did you see her? She
Bleep bloop.
drowned.
To 20,000 miles
Calm
under the
down,
sea.
we're in shock.
You entered the vision in the
What are you
chapel.
doing clambering about in here?
Oh, if I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
What? Who are you?
I think that was
My name
30G.
is Dr. Leah Farber. I treated your father at the asylum.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you are all right.
$20G. 20,000 miles under the sea. I'll probably play to the end of chapter 2, whenever that is.
What did you come here for?
I'm not sure your father's story is finished yet, and there are some things I still need to make my peace with.
What's this about an asylum?
As I said, your father was admitted.
Why? Who did that to him?
I did. But, unfortunately, he managed to escape.
What? Hold on a minute. How dare you come in here and...
Told you? Your father was a madman. A complete and utter madman. Don't mind me. Please continue.
Freaking Cousin Eddie.
Well, what right did you have to lock my father up in a madhouse?
I was his doctor. I understand you are in shock, but you have no right to speak to me in such a way. I was trying to help him.
He's dead. Capital job.
Now, hold on just a minute.
What was that?
Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! No!
Who's dead? Is that the maid? It's very hot. Yes, that is the maid. What the hell is... Oh, her neck has been broken. She's never going to tell us anything then. Of course, the last thing I can see is Elkesh doing a smiley face, but I realise it's not relevant to that bit there. Bleep bloop. Chapter 2 completed. ATG. Cool. On that horrific note, I know it was to my Lent tweets. On that note, I think I'm going to call it here because I'm kind of tired. I'll wait till the cutscene ends.
Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an unfortunate accident.
An accident? You think so? Just after the madman's son turned up at our door?
And yet you were the one standing over her body with blood on your hands.
How dare you? I was too late. I was trying to help her. She...
There, my sweet boy. Let's
She's
get
trying
you
to help,
bed.
but she, what? She was already dead, or she wouldn't let me?
Of course, ma'am.
I think we will all benefit from a good night's sleep.
I know you may have no reason to, but I need you to trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father's death.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, you'd have me in a padded cell, just like my father. Why did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. Your father was heavily drugged when he was brought to me, to prevent any further violent outburst, or so Lady Margaret had said. But something felt wrong. even then.
So, what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up. I tried to help him. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to reach him.
Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back.
Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? I think what scared him was beyond the physical. He used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To get as far away as possible?
I believe so.
And yet, here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world.
And what do you think? Was your father right? Are there things beyond the physical?
I have other things to worry about right now.
Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air.
If you really want to help me, I need to find out what the maid knew. What Lady Margaret and Angus didn't want her to tell me.
You believe it got her killed?
Maybe.
What I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. She must have drowned herself down at the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son.
I kind of feel sorry for him. Okay, right, I have control, so I'm going to save the game here. I'll read that next time. I'm going to save the game here and exit. So I will pick this up in another stream. I will probably do Mass Effect on Thursday. We'll see. He's tired, and I can't really think straight at the moment as to what I'm doing. So, yes, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. This has been Black Mirror. Thanks for keeping me company during this boop, and I bid you good night.